come on live randomly as much as I can to share the information to show that anyone can get started in federal government contracting. Once you get started, if you do need additional help after that, look, I'm here for you. You know, you click the link in my bio and we can see how we can work together to get you over the hump. But once you get started, that's my goal, to show you what's out there and to help you get started. All right. So thank you all for joining in. My little song is over. So do me two favors for me. Tap the screen for me. You know, let me get the like up, because once the likes goes up, then the TikTok algorithm sends it out to other people to let them know that I'm live, so I can, you know, share this information. And drop in the chat for me. Let me know what city and state. I know Miss Harriet is in Jacksonville, Florida. She beat y'all to the punch. Jacksonville. So I see you. Drop city and state in there for me so I know where you're watching from. Okay, tap the screen for me. I would love the help. You work for the SBA. Great. Thank you, Augusto. Listen, if you're not following me, I go live randomly between life and work and all that. So if you're not following me, you know, just like and follow. So when I go live again and provide the free information to help you get started. Okay. I see Texas, Bastrop, Texas. I see you. No problem. We got Dallas in the house. We got New York. We got Tony from Connecticut. I see you, brother. All right. What does FGC stand for? Federal Government Contracting Simplified. That's what it stands for. Somebody always coming here and thinking it was talking about it's Fight Club or something like that. No, it's not. Federal Government Contracting Simplified. We got Chicago in the house. Buffalo. I see y'all. All right. We got Fayetteville, North Carolina. Oh, Augusto said he was a contracting officer too as well. And he taught yes, perfect. Listen, I love it. I actually absolutely love it and encourage when my contracting officers who has been in this space come in and they're able to share and validate, you know, what we're talking about. You're welcome. No problem. You're welcome. Look, I heard about government contracting. I always knew that the federal government had very deep pockets and they give out large contracts. And so, but I never thought in a million years that I could partner with the federal government and make an income from home while doing federal government contracting. So you can make 6 to 7 figures a year in federal government contracting. And the way that I show and the way that I teach is without doing the physical work. Yes, that's correct. Without doing the physical work. All right. So I feel a little coachy teachy today. So I'll try to share as much information because again, twofold goal. My goal is to expose and bring awareness to the fact that federal government contracting exists, that you can get into federal government contracting, that anyone can get into. All right. And how you can do it from home without doing the physical work. Yes. Can you do this while working for the government? The answer is completely yes, 100%. You can do it while working for the government. 2 caveats to that, New York gal. 2 caveats to it. Always check with your superior. You know, make sure that there is no direct conflict of interest. And then once we tell our students, the ones that are going after federal government contracting, who actually work in the federal government, you will just stay away from contracts that's in your department that you work in. So if you work for the Department of the DoD, Department of Defense, just avoid go for other contracts just to avoid the appearance of conflict of interest. All right, that's all it is. No problem. You're welcome. We got Atlanta in the house. I'm trying to sign up and it shows a $5.99 fee. Is this accurate? Karita, I believe. Karita J, sign up where? What are we talking about? Where are you trying to sign up? No problem. You got the link? Yeah, if you click the link in my bio, for more information, you'll get a short video about who I am, what we do. And after the video, you would have a link to sign up for the webinar. I believe we have a free webinar coming up on Thursday. I'm not sure what fee you're talking about. I'm looking for you in SAM.gov. No, SAM.gov is completely free. Completely free. Okay, no fees involved or anything. So please stick with me. Please give me a couple minutes. Let me I'll show you the low overhead cost to start up. Thank you, Rick. The low overhead cost to start up. Okay, no problem. You're welcome. Fee is asking, so you're interested, so what experience do you need to have? You don't need any experience, because the experience you already have as an adult is all you need to get started and to move forward in government contracting. That's really necessarily it. Okay, so again, we're talking about federal government contracting, how anyone can get started in federal government contracting, the way that we teach as the middle person, so you can make 6 to 7 figures from home without doing the physical work. All right, without doing the physical work. So no problem. Again, I can show you how you can get started with 3 easy steps. What is federal government contracting? I'm glad you asked. Natural grand something. I'm glad you asked. So what federal government contracting is, everybody knows. And again, a little history, and I'm gonna try to do some instructional teaching as I go through it. So the federal government, everybody knows, is one of the largest purchasers of goods and service in the entire world. They are one of the largest purchaser. And again, please don't take my word for it. I'm just this guy on TikTok and on the internet, just sharing free information. So the information I give you, please do your research, look into it, but I'm just showing you how you can get started. Okay, no problem. So if you go on to Google, the federal government last year alone spent over $4 trillion in the federal budget, and they spent it on goods and services that they need. Okay, year over year, the federal spending has gone up every year when it comes to federal spending. So the federal government spends money on goods and services that they need to operate the agencies that's in the federal government. All right. I was doing a little research to find out how many federal agencies there are. It looks like there are over 46. So to answer the question that I got early on, let's say I'm in the Department of Homeland Security. I can find federal government contracts in all these other agencies that I don't have to worry about conflict of interest. You see that? All these other federal agencies. All these federal agencies that I can find. So what the federal government does, if these agencies need any type of service or product, they're required by law to put it out for the public to bid on. And that's what we do. And that's what I show you, how you can get into federal government contracting and make money from home without doing the physical work. I hope that helps. All right. Don't you have to have a minimum of 2K? No, you do not. I will show you how to get started. Please stick with me. I love questions like that. No, the only upfront cost to get started, to get into federal government contracting, is what it will cost you to get your LLC already established in your state. If you don't already have one, I will walk you through the process how to do that. Okay, no problem. All right. You're welcome. Colorado Springs in the house. Fed spends up to $8 billion annually. Correct. Everybody knows about that. Captain, I'm working on my YouTube channel. Everybody is telling me that I should go over there. I'm working on it. Okay. All right. Use your name is asking you what are the steps. All right. I'll go through the steps right now. So if you want me to show you the steps on how you can get started in federal government contracting, please put a heart in the chat and tap the screen for me. Put a heart in the chat, tap the screen. Let's see if we can get up to 5,000 likes, and then I'll move forward. I'll show you how you can get started in federal government contracting. All right. I'm seeing the hearts in there. Okay, I see you, Lolo. All right, no problem, El Boogie. I see you. All right, all right, we're there. We're there. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right. So, if you have anything to write with, unfortunately, I think TikTok doesn't allow me to record these lives. I don't know. I'm still working on that. But if you have something to write with, something to take notes, let's rock. Let's get into it. The very first step you need to get started in federal government contracting is you need to have a corporation or business actually formed. All right. So unfortunately, the federal government does not do business to person. That's a very good thing. They don't do business to person, but they do business to business. No problem, Gus. I see you. I see you. All right. So they don't do business to person, they do business to business. So your very first step you need to have an LLC file. And again, the instructions and the things that I'm doing, I'm giving you the path of least resistance, how you can get started today or tomorrow if you don't already have an LLC or a corporation form, meaning an LLC, an S Corp, C Corp. You have to be a business. They don't do business to person, okay? Especially the way that I'm going to show you how you can generate income and do business with the federal government, all right? So the step one is to get your LLC. All right. So put that in the chat for me. Step one, LLC. LLC. Listen, if you already have your LLC already, you're off to the races. You already have step one done. What is the best credit card is best? I'm sorry, I don't do credit cards or anything like that. Again, no credit or anything like that is needed. So stick with me and watch the simple steps. All right, I'm seeing everybody's putting in the chat LLC. They're ready to go. Cool. All right. So I use InkFile. You don't have to use InkFile. You can use any other organization that can get your LLC registered with your state, or you can go straight directly to the state and do it yourself. But again, some people like to pay for convenience. So I'm just showing you the process and the path of least resistance. All right. So I use InkFile. As you see, InkFile, LLC, the least cost to get started. And you would go right here and you would put your state in. All right. So I'm sorry. I used to pick on California because in the state of California, it costs $5 to get your LLC started. As you can see, $5. So if I live in California, I can spend $5. Yes, I know that you can do it yourself at your Secretary of State. But as a matter of convenience, I can pay $5, which is less than a cup of coffee in California. I can pay $5 and I can get my LLC started in the state of California. Okay? Good. I've seen. That's why, listen, that's why I ask what city and state that you're watching from. I'm seeing somebody saying it costs you $125. You probably in Florida or something like that. Yes, $125. So this Pennsylvania, Texas is $300. Yes, every state is different. So it depends on where you're watching me from. It will be a different cost to get started in your state. All right. So everybody that's with me here, I want you to keep track of what it will cost you to get started in federal government contracting, okay? So please, once I show you your state, please take note of your number to what it will cost. And again, I'm working under the assumption that you don't already have an LLC. You just found my content and you want to know how to get into business. I'm showing you how you can get into business with the federal government and do federal government contracting at the startup cost. All right. If you all are with me, put a fire emoji in the chat. If you all are with me, put a fire emoji in the chat. I want to make sure I didn't lose anyone. Put a fire emoji in the chat for me and go ahead and tap the screens and get the likes up. William West, you don't need insurance or anything. I'm walking you through the process. Stick with me. I'm seeing the fire emojis coming in. I'm seeing it. All right. I see y'all. No problem. All right. Good, good. I see the fire emojis. All right. All right. So California, we've mentioned $5. I can start today. Think of a name, Coach J Management LLC. I can go set it up in California for $5. Okay. In the state of Colorado, it is $1. $1. Y'all hear me? $1. If I live in Colorado right now, I can come up with Coach J Management LLC and get it filed in contact. Real news now. We're talking about getting started. I am showing how you can get started. Hear what I'm saying? We're starting from scratch. I am getting started in federal government contracting. I'm showing what it will cost. If you don't know anything about federal government contract, how you can start an LLC and partner with the federal government and get started, okay? So y'all roll with me. All right? All right. So I'm seeing some states. Somebody's asking. So let's go. Alabama, $236. Alaska, $250. Arizona, $85. Arkansas, $45. California, we mentioned $5. Colorado, $1. Connecticut, $120. Delaware, $119. Florida is $125. Georgia is $100. Hawaii is $51. Idaho is $100. Illinois, $154. Indiana, $98. Iowa, $50. Kansas City, $166. Kentucky, $105. Kentucky is $40, sorry. All right. Louisiana was $105. Maine, $178. Maryland, $197. Massachusetts, $520. Woo! Michigan, $50. Minnesota, $155. Mississippi, $54. Missouri, $52. Montana, $70. Nebraska, $109. Nevada, $425. Whoa! New Hampshire, $102. New Jersey, $130. Mexico, $50. New Mexico is $50. New York, we got $205. North Carolina is $128. North Dakota is $135. Ohio, $99. Oklahoma, $104. Oregon, that's Pennsylvania, is $131. I missed Oregon. Oregon is $100. Rhode Island, $156. South Carolina, $132. South Dakota, $105. $150. Tennessee is $308. Texas is $300. Utah is $54. Vermont, $125. Virginia, $100. Washington State is $200. Washington, D.C. is $99. West Virginia is $125. Wisconsin is $130. And Wyoming is $102. $102. All right. No problem. All right. So please. All right. So that's what I want you to see. So step one, again, we're going from scratch. No, you don't need the platinum or gold upgrade. I'm giving you all the least resistance in order for you to get started. All you need is the very basic, okay? So Colorado, all you need is $1. All right? So if you all are with me, here we go. So step one, I'm walking through from scratch. If you already have your LLC, just follow along with me. All right? I realize that the federal government spends over $4 trillion in expenses here, okay? I live in Colorado. I decided to start and I wanted to get into federal government contracting. So I formed an LLC, Coach J Management. Thank you for the roses. LLC in Colorado. I spend $1 to get it registered and filed with the Secretary of State. All right. So I want everybody in here who's watching me to keep in mind the price of the LLC to get started in your state. All right. If you're ready for step two, put a 2 in the chat and tap the screen for me. Put a 2 in the stat and chat this. Chuck Jones, I see you, man. You in Colorado. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. All right, I'm seeing the twos. Tap the screen for me. Let's see if we can get it up to 800. 8,000, sorry. Let's get it to 8,000, then we go on to step two. The real process, stick with me. Don't be lost. I'm showing everyone how they can get started in federal government contracting. What's the startup cost? How easy it is to get started in federal government contracting, okay? How you can make 6 to 7 figures from home without doing the physical work. All right, I got it. I see the twos. All right, so step two. All right, so everybody keep in mind your cost to start your LLC, but I will be using Colorado. Where were you? Is it Tony? Was Tony said that he was in Colorado? So Tony will be our test subject for today. If you don't mind, Tony. I believe it was Tony. All right, so Tony is in Colorado. He spent $1 to get his LLC started, okay? Step two, I need you to go to IRS website, the federal IRS.gov, sorry, and you would apply for your free EIN number. All right, your free EIN number. Yes, it is $1. It is $1 to go onto InkFile and have your LLC established in your state if you live in Colorado. All right? No problem. If everybody got step two, put a fire emoji in the chat for me. Step two is you go to IRS website and apply for your free EIN number. I'm coming to step three. Let me just make sure everybody with me. I'm just waiting to make sure. I don't want to leave anybody behind. All right, I see the fire emojis. I see the fire emojis. All right. You're welcome. All right, so Tony started his LLC management in Colorado. He spent $1. He got his LLC started. Now he has his free EIN. All right. If y'all are ready for step three, put a 3 in the chat. Let's go on. Everybody still with me? Put a 3 in the chat for me, and let's go on. Unknown, I'm showing everybody how they can get started in federal government contracting. I'm sorry, it's truck tone. I'm sorry, I've been saying it wrong all this time, man. You didn't even correct me. No problem. I'm showing how everybody could get started in federal government contracting, okay? So we got step one to get your LLC. Step two. Step three, you would come to sam.gov, which is the official website of the federal government. You can see here, it's the official government website. And you can, right here, that LLC that you just created, you would register your LLC in here in sam.gov, and they will give you a unique entity ID. All right. Again, we're using Tony Tongue as our example. So if y'all are with me so far, step one, LLC. Step two, get your free EIN. And step three, get your LLC registered in SAM.gov. All right. Now, if y'all are with me and y'all have been following along with me, put in the chat, if Tony Tone lives in Colorado, what is his upfront cost to get into federal government contracting so far? What is his cost? $1. I see y'all. $1. $1. Again. Perfect. Listen, I'm just trying to get engagement. I don't want to make sure I leave anybody behind. All right. I'm sorry if you feel like you're in elementary school. I'm just giving the free information to show how you can get started. Okay. No problem. Again, the cost will be different according to your state. As we went through earlier, I showed you how every state is different, okay? Yes, SAM.gov is completely free. Yes, so, all right, no problem. I understand y'all appreciate, and I understand y'all sticking with me and rocking with me. But again, I try to address and show, again, I understand, all right? No problem. Gabe, I will show you what type of government contracts. We're going through the whole lesson together, okay? I'm going through the lesson, and I'm going to answer any questions that y'all have for me. All right, so Big T in Colorado started his LLC, got it registered in SAM.gov for $1. So the upfront cost to him getting into federal government contracting and working with the federal government that we established early on spends over $4 trillion a year in contracts is in it for $1. All right. So again, it's relative to your state. So here we go. Now we're on SAM.gov. We can actually go out and find the contracts that are out there for us to get. If you all are ready for me to show you how we search for the contracts, put a fire emoji in the chats for me. No. IRS is completely free. IRS is completely free. William. The only thing we're paying for is to get your LLC registered in your state. All right? I hope I didn't confuse you. The only thing we're paying for is to get your LLC registered in your state. All right? If everybody's with me, I want to make sure I didn't confuse anyone. If everybody's with me and want me to show you how to go ahead and move on, let's tap the screen, get the likes up, and put a heart emoji in the chat so I know that we're ready to move on.